In rural Cambodia, dreams begin in small places, in classrooms where worn desks, in fields where children can help their families before school, in homes where their parents work hard so their children can learn. For many students, opportunity can feel far away, but hope is always present. Today, we would like to share two journeys, one of a young man who returned to teach where he once studied, and one of a young woman whose future grow from education and her mother's strength.
I grew up not far from here. My family worked on farm. Life was simple but not easy. Every day I have my parents before and after school. Even when I was exhausted, I believe education was my way forward. Back in 2022, I was sitting here in this classroom at Cambodia High School as a student in grade 10. One day, university students from Cambodia Rural Students Trust came to run a prodigy empowering girls workshop. They were only a few years older than us, but they stood at the front with confidence. At the first time, we talked openly about health, poverty, menstruation, and roles boys and men play in supporting girls. I had never learned in a way like that before. One of the educators was Bong Liet. He had once been a student at this every school. I remember thinking he is not so different from me. If he can stand at the front and teach, maybe one day I can too. That was the first time I saw a part of my life. I began to imagine that I could continue to university and one day come back to serve my community just like he did.
In 2024, I applied to join CRST. When I was accepted, my life began to change. CRST helped me grow in confidence. I learned how to communicate, how to lead, and how to take responsibility for others. But I never forget the day someone take back from me.
Now, I return to the same classroom where I once sit, but this time I am a part of CRST team. I lead Project G workshops for students who are growing up exactly like I did. I speak to them about respect, equality, health, and how we can support girls to stay in school. Coming back to teach here means a lot to me. I understand their struggles, their pressure, and their hopes, and I want them to see that change is possible. I teach because someone once believed in me. Now, this is my responsibility to believe in them. Maybe one day, one of these students will come back and stand where I am standing. If that happens, I will be very proud.
In 2019, I was a grade 10 student at Araisako High School. Like many rural students, I worry about my future. I had already applied to join CRST and was waiting and hoping to be accepted. While I was waiting, CRST students came to my schools to run a Project G workshop. They spoke about menstruations, confidence, and dignity. They created a space where girls feel safe to ask questions. I had never experienced anything like that before. At the front of the room were young leaders who came from backgrounds like mine. They spoke with courage, they spoke with knowledge, and I began to imagine a bigger future. I thought maybe one day I could be like them. A few weeks later, I received the news. I had been selected as a CRST scholarship recipient. My life started to change. CRST helped me find my voice. I learned how to lead, how to make decisions, and how to support others. Most importantly, I learned that being from a rural area does not limit my future. Today, I stand in front of students just like I once was, and I try to be the examples I once need.
Behind many young leaders, there are parents who sacrifice quietly. This is Miss Kumhon, Syrian's mother. In 2022, she joins Project G as one of our seamstresses. Through her work, she earns a stable income and supports her children's education. Every kid she helps create means another girl can stay in school with a dignity and confidence.
Project G gave my mother meaningful work and a stable salary. It's made a big difference for our family, especially for my education. More than that, it showed me her strength. I am proud of her dedication. While I study to build my future, she is helping protect the future of other girls. Her examples push me to work harder and give back to my community too.
These are not just individual stories. They are part of something bigger, from a rural boy becoming an educator, from a student finding her voice, from a mother empowered through meaningful work. This is what happens where young people are trained, trusted, and supported. When education about health and menstruation is shared with honesty, respect, and care. Community grows stronger. This is how change happens and across generations. Thank you.